Now, Mark, don't go anywhere. Stay right where you are, because in the last few moments, news is coming in about Raheem Sterling's future at Manchester City. Oh, I sit with bait. Tell us, what can you tell us here?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? When you're involved with transfers, you never sleep. You're not allowed to sleep. You don't take your eyes off your phone for a moment. And over the last few moments, we've just been looking at a story that's been developing, and we've got some information with regards to Raheem Sterling and potentially a link with Chelsea. Now, what do we know? Chelsea want to sign Raheem Sterling. Thomas Tuchel is a big admirer of Raheem Sterling, and with the way things are going at the moment at Chelsea, and it looks increasingly likely that Romelu Lukaku is going to go back to Inter Milan on loan. Chelsea are in the market to sign someone who can play in those advanced positions. Raheem Sterling is out of contract next summer, so he's into the final year of his current Manchester City deal. Sky in Italy are confident that Chelsea can get a deal done this summer, and Sky in Italy have reported a potential £35 million offer. Now, Manchester City signed Raheem Sterling for £50 million from Liverpool. We understand it would take a figure nearer £60 million for a deal to be done during this transfer window. But Chelsea fans who are getting a little bit worried that their business had been fairly quiet, new ownership under Todd Boehly could be making a huge statement as they look potentially at Raheem Sterling as a new signing. So some really big transfer news coming out in the last few moments with regards to Chelsea's interest in the Manchester City man, Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, so I guess, because I'm trying to think, why would Raheem Sterling want to leave City? But I'm kind of thinking World Cup coming up. You've got Grealish, Foden, Erling Haaland in there now. So competition for places not guaranteed, even for a talent of his ability. Is that what the thinking might be from his end?
Well, Raheem wants to play football. He wants to be a part of things, and he's clearly been a huge part of what Manchester City have done over the last few years. You know, 4 Premier League titles, 4 League Cups, an FA Cup and a Champions League runner-up medal as well. He has been there and been a huge part of their success story, as well as 77 England caps. You've pointed out the England situation. We all know that World Cup is happening in November and December this year, and whilst Raheem Sterling hasn't been a major fixture in the starting 11 for Manchester City over the course of the last season, it's that guaranteed regular first-team football that's going to be key for Gareth Southgate and Raheem Sterling. Now, there is a nice story, because we know that Raheem Sterling started his career in the Queen's Park Rangers Academy in West London. He grew up in the shadow of the Arch, Wembley Stadium. He's been in and around London before he went up to Liverpool, so he has that family connection and that history down in London. So that will be a big factor in this situation. Chelsea are big players in the Premier League. They have won numerous trophies over the last few years, and that's what Raheem Sterling wants to do in his career. He wants to compete at the highest level, and would see this as a huge opportunity, not only to come home, but also be a part of a successful team under new owners that want to carry on winning things. So this is going to be a fascinating story that plays out over the course of this summer. The first early signs of potential move happening today, but what we do know is that Thomas Tuchel is really keen on Raheem Sterling.
OK, keep us up to date, won't you?
I'll try my best.
Wonderful. Right, all right. Keep on top of all the latest from the transfer market by scanning that QR code you can see there to go to the Transfer Centre blog on the Sky Sports website.